Welcome to FOH. This week, Ken, for you guys, those have requested it, we're doing the Monte A this afternoon.
Are we?
We are doing the Monte A. You don't have to ask me 300 times.
230 will do.
230 will get you there. But I've got these. They're
Jesus, shouldn't we have started earlier?
PRA June 10.
Sounds like a terror group, doesn't it? The PRA.
PRA June 10. God, you know if it's plugged, this could be the shortest review in history. I don't normally go in for cigars of this size. I know you're a lover of big cigars.
Oh, like, yeah, but I mean, this size.
If you cut this in half, it'd be just dead set perfect for me.
Don't cut things in half, seriously.
You got two cigars then, two good cigars. But
he tried to do that with when we went fishing to everyone bring your cigars, so everyone forgets except him and I. Oh, don't worry, I'll chop yours in half. Fat chance of that
someone, that would be me, shared all these cigars amongst the other two people.
Because you didn't tell the other idiots.
I did tell the other idiots, but anyway.
Well, they're your mates.
898. Ooh. What the hell are you doing?
I was scratching the glass. Sorry.
I was cutting 898s to become...
We had 4.5 fours. He wanted to cut all these SLR DCs in half, seriously.
Like SLR Robustos, roughly. But he wouldn't do it. He wanted to smoke, so he went out behind the school shed, behind the...
Load of rubbish, seriously.
To smoke by himself, leaving the other guys having 1/3 of 898s.
Have you met the Brother Grimm? It's just extraordinary what you come up with.
What is your opinion of the Monte A?
It's like...
A.
Look, I normally take one up to Fraser, or I was used to, and spend one afternoon with a book, bottle of rum or whatever, some good wines, and just sit there on the balcony all afternoon, because they take all afternoon. Or occasionally a Super Bowl smoke where you can sit down and go the whole Super Bowl, because it just about takes that long.
Your armour cold, love it. It's beautiful.
Not too bad, yeah.
The biggest trick with these is to make sure they draw well, because you know what, it is just such a pain in the backside if they don't. So why don't you clip it and see how you're going to go. Because I don't want 2.5 hours of whinging, we'll get something else.
Oh, you mean we're going to find what I've got here?
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Hey, if mine's good, I don't care what yours is like.
Mine's workable. It's on the firmer side than I prefer.
There goes the cormorant.
But workable.
Firmer side, but workable.
Done. So we've got a review. Can you just do the opening, mate?
Lovely, creamy sort of character for mine. A bit richer than I was expecting.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's a nuttiness.
Yeah, there's a bit of nuts there.
Yeah, a bit of nuttiness.
That caramelly character.
I'm not getting too much caramel.
I'm getting a lot of caramel.
I'm getting a lot of nuts. I'm not getting a lot of caramel in this one here.
I've got a lot of caramel.
Yeah?
Mostly caramel.
Is that because from your Ron Jeremy rum?
I wouldn't have thought so.
I've never had Ron Jeremy rum.
We have. You've had it with me.
Have I?
Yes. On this balcony, sitting here.
It must have been a big afternoon.
And it's probably on video as well.
Yeah. What do you think of it?
It's not a bad rum. It's not a great rum, but it's not a bad rum.
It's fairly pedestrian, isn't it?
Oh, look, it's a rum that's good enough to be able to be sipped, which I think that's a very positive. If you can sip a rum by itself.
It's a very light rum.
It's
Like, there's not a great deal of flavour in there, is it?
not well. I suppose these things may not assist, but it's a bit nutty. And that's probably where your nuts are coming from.
I didn't try it before. I said the nuts.
You don't remember trying it.
I don't remember a lot of things. I'm getting old. I don't remember a lot of things at all.
You didn't remember to put your shirt in the right way. Isn't that inside out?
I'm quite enjoying this at the moment. If I could just... My whole plug there, not plug, my tough aspect is just there. If I could just cut that off there, it'd be a perfect cigar.
Well, shouldn't you wait till you get there?
Well, then I just got to think about all the way through about cutting it there. I just...
What, in case you forget? In case you continue enjoying it the whole way?
I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it more if I just cut it there. Again,
so
why
if you desecrate...
Why is it that 90% of plugs come from just under the band? I've never had a roller really explain it to me that makes
I must
sense.
say, I've not really experienced that. I've found them all over the place.
Well, I find, well, bands or at the foot, right? I find 90% at the band or at the foot is where you get, your
so
plugs.
90% are either the top half or the bottom half.
I was exaggerating. 90% will be either at the
other 10% are out there in the mythical
or at the foot.
ether.
They'll be in the frickin' well between, right? That's where they're going to be.
So
in between.
10% are in that little 10% of the cigar just there.
Yes, Ken, we're on now. First third of the Monte A, Ken.
You don't want to tell Smithy what you... Never mind. Well, I've loved it. Absolutely loved it.
It has been a really nice cigar.
This is the best Monte A I've seen.
What do you love about it?
I've just the whole way through I've got this lovely caramelly character.
Yeah, I'm seeing that now.
Yeah, it's just a beautiful caramelly character right through, which I don't recall seeing, certainly not to this extent, in any other Monte A.
It's a real class aspect to this, isn't there?
It's just, it's mid-weight at best, which you don't
just
really
under medium body.
You don't want any more than that for a cigar this size. It hasn't had a bump or an elbow or anything. It's just sailed straight along.
Just nice complexity.
How old are these?
July 10, or June 10. June 10, yeah. So they're not too old. They've just got the, I suppose, the rough edges slightly off them at this point in time. But it's been classy. Classy.
Absolutely.
Classy.
I'm thoroughly loving this.
I'm really interested to see where it goes, because let's face it, we've got a fair bit to go yet to be on the first third. But
if it maintains this standard, I might start having a look at some of these again, because I haven't looked at them for a long time.
Well, I think the best thing they did about the Monte A's was not make you commit to a box of 25.
75, yeah.
I think these little coffins are great. You know, those little Monte A coffins.
And they're all handmade because they don't match.
5 boxes, yeah. Yeah, we looked at the coffins the other day, and there's one coffin that's a good 10 mil below the others in size, and you think to yourself, seriously, how hard could it be? Yeah, look, little 5 coffin makes sense. But again, let's see how it ends up.
The enemy of those cigars is time, because you just don't have the time
to cigars. I mean, where do you find the time to do this?
Something like, yeah, look, if you had,
but I wouldn't want
mates around for an afternoon.
I wouldn't want more than 5 in my, at any one time sitting in my humidor.
There's no need.
Because you only do 2 of these a year, wouldn't you? I would.
Yeah, absolutely. Although if they're this good, you might do a few more. The Sancho Panzas.
Sancho Panza.
Yeah, those as well. They were the one, you had the 2 of them that sat side by
Corona
side.
Gigante, yeah.
No, was that what it's called?
No,
it's called Panchos or Sanchos.
Yeah, you're right.
Something, yeah.
Sancho Panza, Sanchos.
And I must say, by the end of it, I was preferring those to the Monte A, because this is going back, say, 3 years when I used to look at them fairly regularly.
Yeah.
I haven't much in the last 3 years. Unfortunately, they discontinued the Sancho Panzas from memory.
Well, let's face it, no one bought them, though.
I did. Not many, but occasionally.
I've got a picture of you in Havana. The patron saint of Sancho Panza. Sanchos.
Congratulations to our only buyer. Most places do the millionth customer. They did their first. But to me, I was enjoying those more than I was enjoying the Monte A's at the time.
Yeah.
But I don't remember either of them being as good as this.
I must say,
so
very different.
If this is truly representative of the current Monte A's, then wacko.
Well, let's see how it finishes up, mate, because we've still got a good 7 inches to go.
A lot of sides have fallen over in the second half.
Exactly right. We'll see you shortly. But actually, let's wrap this up. I think we can actually wrap it up about this point in time.
Well, I do as I'm told, as you will know.
Because we've gone well past the second third.
It's just actually gone out for the first time. Otherwise, the burn
to be honest,
has been superb. Absolutely superb.
We really haven't retouched them at all.
I haven't not once. Not once. You fiddled with yours and you chopped a bit off the end, but I haven't touched this.
It's been a glorious cigar.
Whoever rolled these, see, this is why I know we've
blended these. Whoever blended these?
Blend, roll, whoever done these, he's done a brilliant job. He's done an absolutely brilliant job.
It's Montecristo-esque all the way through.
Superb. Hasn't missed a beat.
It's been, we started at 2 o'clock, yeah?
I've got no idea.
Yeah, 2, it's now 4:30. So 2.5 hours. So give us 5 points. 5 points about the cigar.
5 points. It's long. It takes a long time to smoke. No, look, I think it's brilliantly crafted. Beautiful caramelly. The caramel's dropped off a little bit, but it's still there. For such a young cigar, really, it's smoked beautifully. Hasn't been a bump. Best Monte A, best cigar of this size between the Sancho Panzas and the Monte A's I've ever seen.
Best out of 2.
Oh, it's still best, but it's not just but it's the best one of them. I mean, of all the Monte A's I've smoked,
that'll do.
Of all the Monte A's I've smoked, this is the best one I've smoked.
I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I wasn't looking forward to it, to be honest. I don't normally smoke cigars of this size, but it's just when you've got time on your hands. And I think that's the key issue. You've got to have time in your hands. Then you can't go too wrong on a Monte A. I'd rank it 95.
That's exactly what I was thinking. One of the things that always tells me that you've got a really great cigar, particularly if it's a larger size, I wasn't thinking of this size, but if you smoke it and you think, I'd like another cigar now, that to me is a sign of a really great cigar. It's when you've smoked a cigar and you think, right, that's me, you're done. I feel like, despite the fact that we've just smoked these baseball bats, I'm ready for something else.
There's a flavour, there's flavour in every puff, isn't there? Just continuous
it's not as intense perhaps as it was at the start, but it's still very good.
Yeah, I quite
It has got a sweetness.
Yeah. If you've got time, if you've got a little bit of a budget, pick up a 5 box of these guys.